Me and my ex-wife were married for 7 years, together for 9 before she cheated and left me for the other guy. Our divorce got finalized in March this year. The other guy is a playboy jerk who's probably 24-ish. It began from the end of last year and in January of the current year. She tells me she wants a divorce. I found out they've been talking for an entire year before it turned physical last year October. Divorce was smoothish as we didn't had any kids. She got the car. I kept my house and finances. After this, I was out of her life. She was out of mine. We never contacted each other except for 1 or 2 times. That too was when we saw each other when public. Her family is very conservative, and they basically cut her off after she cheated and divorced. She moved in with the other guy. During this time, I found out she also lost a lot of friends as the other guy tried to hit on them or insulted them. Her ex sets of friends tried to get me involved in their fights. I don't harbor any resentment towards her or the other guy. I didn't get involved with anyone during this period because I was focused on my job and earning back my money which I lost on divorce. Here's where I need help. 2 days back, I get a call from one of my ex-wife's friends who told me my ex-wife wanted my number. She didn't say much when I asked her why, and told me she needed to talk. I thought it was important as, mind you, we never had any contacts, so suddenly her wanting to talk to me created a sense of seriousness for which I tell her to give my number. Yesterday my ex-wife called. She sounded very creepy. She didn't have the voice she used to, but it was broken. You could sense something was wrong. So I asked her what's up and she broke down crying. Went on from telling how great things were to how are things now. So the other guy is a manipulative and alcoholic boss who cheated on her multiple times in their 7 months relationship. Put her in charge of finances, which meant her getting a job, and she's pregnant. Now he doesn't want to be the father. So he's telling her she cheated and he's abusing her. She has no place to go and he wants an abortion if she wants to be together. I asked her why did she called me instead of police. She told me she has nowhere else to go. None of her friends are willing to help her out, and that boss got friends in the department, so she's scared if things go around. She can't contact her family because they don't want anything to do with her. So she's alone. Listening to her made me sad. It really did. I told her I can sympathize but can't do anything else because I don't want to be the third party. I told her whatever relationship we had with each other is over and she's on her own now. Why should I stand up for her when she's no one to me? Besides, they're a couple now. They're dating, and she's the one earning. She has the upper hand. I gave her advices to save funds and run away silently if she doesn't want an abortion. It was a 17 minutes call and she basically wanted to talk more, but I told her I was busy and cut her off. She did mention she was sorry to treat me and leave me. I honestly don't care about that. I told her to contact me only when it's necessary because I really don't want to hear from her no more. Yesterday night I gave a deep thinking to it and felt I should do something because no one deserves this kind of abuses. But I don't want to get in between because getting in between will blow up my own peace. I'm looking for advices if I can do anything to help her out. I called her family, and they told me they want nothing to do with her because she is already dead to them. Story 2. I caught my wife having sex with multiple men every other day. So I am a 34M who started dating a 28 Fahrenheit about a year and a half ago. I moved in with her and her children last October. I thought our relationship was great. A few days ago I woke up in the middle of the night and noticed she was not in bed. I went outside to see her in our van while a car sped away. She said she was just cleaning out the van and came back to bed, but I was very suspicious. I grabbed her phone and ran to the bathroom and locked the door. In her desperate attempt to grab the phone back, she fell off of our bed and bruised her leg. My suspicions were correct. She was meeting a stranger for sex in our driveway. I read the Snapchat messages, Tumblr threads, texts, and Facebook messages from multiple men she had been sexting. There may have been hundreds of threats. It was like a compliment farm that she had designed to get the attention she craves. She had a whole slew of men who she had sent sexual pictures and videos. I had always suspected she was addicted to the attention she got from social media. I just had no idea it was this bad. She had also sent pics bragging to her friends about her multiple affairs. They were basically cheering her on. While I kept reading aloud, she was desperately trying to get through the door and screaming at me. She began stabbing the door with a knife. Finally, she went silent and offered to tell me everything. She slept with a male friend of hers 3 times over the last 9 months while I was home watching her children. Twice in our car. She had met 2 other strangers through an app called Whisper and slept with them several times over the last 2 weeks in the middle of the night while I was working and while the kids slept. She did not use condoms. Obviously, I was devastated. I have honestly never heard of such a bad cheating story. I know I am an idiot, but I still love her and her children. She obviously has some kind of addiction and needs help. I offered to stay and work things out. Well, my constant questioning seemed to be too much. After constant fighting, she kicked me out. Earlier today, she made a post on Facebook claiming we broke up because I was abusive. She posted the picture of the bruise. Everyone in my life now thinks I am some kind of monster. All I ever did was try to be good to her and her children. She was the one meeting strangers for anonymous sex in our driveway. She was the one who lied and cheated for nearly our entire relationship. She was cheated on by her ex-husband and made it very clear how painful and devastating she felt. That's why this is all so surprising. She is now getting all the support from friends and family from her Facebook post as if she is the victim. I know my only choice now is to cut all ties with her and move on, but I can't help but feel like I could still help her get better. I am still very much in love with her as well as her kids. She is clearly a horrible person. She won't answer my calls of texts and is probably loving all the attention she's getting as this battered woman. She did what she did, ruined my life, and she just gets to get away with it. No consequences. I feel so lost and hopeless. I just want to go home, to go back to the way things were. I'm a complete mess and just want to die. I can't believe she could do this to me. And with so many men. Thanks for reading.